right. There's a little bit of wind and a little bit of rain, and behind it, some beautiful drier air. Temperature around 80. It is an awesome afternoon for Little League Baseball as we come your way from the Vermont Leadership Training Center in Bristol, Connecticut. Williston, Vermont has got to win this game to have a chance to make the elimination round. Cumberland, Rhode Island's in pretty good shape, but wants to sew up the second seed with a win. Hello again, everybody, along with former Major Leaguer Ken Ryan and with Jameson Coyle. I think I saw him down the line there a couple of minutes ago. I'm Jack Edwards. So glad you could be with us. This team from Williston, Vermont, you know, they got to win this game. But if you put things in perspective, it's amazing. 32 total players in the league, 2 of whom are 10 years old. So of the 30 eligible players to play for the state, 12 of them are on the team. That's 40%. They won their state. They won a game here at the regional. And now you look at the standings, and Ken, they got to do it right now.
That's a team that hasn't gotten out, got out late April when they started playing ball outside. But this is a team that really prides themselves on their defense. It's a very close bunch of young men, and they got a challenge today against a very good Rhode Island team. Like you said, they've won a game here, so they've proven themselves, and it's going to be a challenge. But they're up for it today.
Yeah, it's a team, as is the case with most of these clubs, that has things in perspective. They're here to have fun. They realize that 5 of the 6 teams are going home. But don't underrate this club, because they can play fundamentally sound baseball, despite the fact, as you said, that because of the cold winter, they got outdoors so late in the last weekend of April.
But you know, it's a team that, like I said, they pride themselves on the defense. They got good pitching. They work hard. Great bunch. We met them on Monday. Great bunch of young men. Hey, they could come out today. It looks like Rhode Island's, you know, it's going to be a tough opponent for them. But hey, let's see how it works out.
Yeah, Rhode Island is going to be a tough opponent, because this is a Rhode Island team that just yesterday, live on Nestle, we hope you saw the game, lost a tremendously well-played baseball game. It was the first time they had lost in 2 years, this special group from Cumberland, Rhode Island. And you and I had a chance meeting with David Belisle, the manager, and we thought, you know, maybe he'd be a little bit down, and he comes up to you and he goes, "Wasn't that a great game?"
Well, what a great response he had after the game. And we asked him about his team, how they handled it, and he said, hey, they're fine. They're ready to go. They get it. They understand what they have to do. It was a well-played game against Connecticut. Connecticut won on a walk-off. Great pitching, great defense. The pitcher right there, C.J. DeVoe, pitched a terrific game. They're ready for this game today. They know what they need to do. Hey, both teams are still very much alive, Vermont and Rhode Island. So both of these teams know what's at stake. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Well, it's one that Williston, Vermont absolutely has to win to have a shot at making the elimination rounds. And Cumberland, Rhode Island can sew up that number 2 seed. So if you like David and Goliath, have we got a game for you? We're coming your way live from Bristol, Connecticut. It's the New England Region Tournament, live on Nestle. We're back in a flash.
Okay, listen up. Let's get going. We do this. We do it early and often. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Rhode Island on 3. 1, 2, 3, Island! Brody, 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 Brody.
A little bit of a breeze. It was blowing pretty hard from right field toward left earlier in the afternoon, but it shouldn't be too much of a factor. 225-foot fences here at Breen Field. As the state champs of Rhode Island, Cumberland, take the field. And let's take a look at the players from Williston, Vermont, as they introduce themselves.
I'm Paul Langsman. I'm the manager of the Williston All-Stars.
I'm Gino Johnson, assistant coach with Williston All-Stars.
Kevin McDermott, first base coach, Williston All-Stars.
I'm Baker Axman. I play second base and catcher, and my favorite player is Jim Neidlinger.
My name is John Roberts. I play catcher and second base. My favorite player is Miguel Cabrera.
My name is Aiden Johnson. I play shortstop and first base. My favorite player is Derek Jeter.
I'm Griffin McDermott. I play first base and pitcher, and my favorite player is Mariano Rivera.
My name is Storm Rushford. I play pitcher and shortstop, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
My name is Benton Herskowitz, and my favorite player is David Ortiz, and I play right field and pitcher.
My name is Jacob Oliva, and I play center field, and my favorite player is Coco Crisp.
My name is Ryan Ian. I play left field, and my favorite player is David Ortiz.
My name's Kale Lemon. I play third base, and my favorite player is Francisco Savelli.
My name's Nicholas Ravshier. I play third base. My favorite player is Derek Jeter.
My name is Daniel Ricker. I play right field, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter.
My name is Owen McDermott. I play left field, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter. Go Williston!
Yeah, they brought some folks down from Williston, which is up I-89, just a little bit short of Burlington, way up north. And they're going to be facing the self-deprecating, good sense of humor, all-around athlete, Sean Mears, who endeared himself to us because we were talking about how fast this Rhode Island team is, and he raised his hand and said, "Not me."
He's the slowest runner on the team, but has a pretty good fastball and a pretty good knuckleball as well. He talked about his repertoire, and he's not afraid to throw that knuckleball ahead of the count.
Baker Angstrom. Jameson's going to tell you more about Baker Angstrom as we move along this afternoon. This is a wonderfully talented young man. And so many of these Little League players have lives outside of the diamond. You see so many really good young athletes sort of get on the railroad tracks when they get identified as really good athletes early in their lives, and they shut a lot of their other options down, but not the case with the 6 state champions we've seen here, and maybe one follows the other. If you keep your ideas diverse and you keep your mind open to everything and do a lot of different sports, do a lot of different activities, it makes you a better ball player.
I think it makes you an all-around player, and when you play in different sports, not just baseball, but basketball, hockey, or whatever it might be. And you talk to a lot of these kids, and they do play a lot of baseball. They train during the off-season, but they keep their options open with sports as well.
So Angstrom facing a 2-2 pitch from Sean Mears. This might be the knuckler. No, going to the breaking pitch and missing just inside, and the count goes full. At this age, you can often see pitchers going to a different grip, and you know it's probably not going to be the fastball. That one was. And Angstrom fouls it out of play.
A good little bat here for Baker Angstrom. Count was 1-2, laid off a couple knuckleballs and running the count full and making Sean Mears throw some pitches.
Busts him in on the fists, one away.
A little 3-2 fastball. This one running inside on Angstrom, right by him for the strikeout.
Jonah Roberts.
Jonah Roberts steps in. Fouls off the curve. Roberts wraps it. DeVoe knocks it down with a backhand. You know he's got a gun. He was yesterday's starting pitcher and across to Jaden Struble.
He doesn't panic whatsoever. Knocks the ball down. Ball's right in front of him. And as you mentioned, strong arm comes up firing. Pops out of his glove. Takes his time. Nice, strong, accurate throw over to Struble for the second out of the inning.
Aiden Johnson. The big man comes walking out of the woods of Vermont. This is a large specimen here.
Enjoying the regional, batting at a .556 clip.
I'm going to be sure to speak well about him so he doesn't crush my head like a grape afterwards. Here's the 1-1.
Mears changing speed, taking a little bit off that pitch.
Every team in the New England pool already has won at least a game. And that's one of the reasons that David Belle was paying no attention to the so-called on-paper matchup that would make Cumberland a significant favorite in this game. He said, this is a good team. We've seen them play. A lot of respect there.
Absolutely. All these teams coming here and really proven why they've won a state championship.
Johnson reaches out, gets a barrel on the ball. Croto, the third baseman, cuts it off in front of DeVoe, who is set up for it. And it's going to be an error on the third baseman. A runner for Williston, Vermont with 2 down.
Croto going to his left, trying to cut it off. Ball not hit very hard. Looked like it was going to come right to Babbitt, the shortstop. But a base runner here with 2 outs as Johnson reaches base on an error.
Griffin McDermott, the older brother of Owen. Griffin already has turned 13. Here's the 0-1. Right back through the box. Good piece of hitting. Johnson pulls up at second base as Provost boxes it around in center. 2 on with 2 out. The rally going for Williston.
The first hit of the game for Williston, Vermont, and a bullet up the middle. As Sean Mears just gets out of the way, tries to snag it, but up the middle it goes. Runners on first and second. A little 2-out rally here for Vermont.
Storm Rushford.
We talked about the total number of Little Leaguers in the Williston Little League. Only 40, and when you think about taking the best 12 to win, to try for their state championship, and then to not only win it, but then be here in the regional and show how good they are, and with a victory already here in the regional.
Stupendous. I mean, it's just stupendous. 30 eligible players for their all-star team, 12 of whom make the team. But, they have that great sort of reserved confidence that so many Vermonters have. 2-2 now on Rushford. A lot of respect for every opponent here, but smiles on their faces, ready to play. See where it gets them. The 2-2. Heine. A couple of strikeouts for Mears in the first inning. He gets out of a 2-out jam. Cumberland, Rhode Island can really smack the ball around. They grab the bats in the bottom of the first. It would be hard to script better weather for an afternoon of baseball. Cumberland, Rhode Island can really hit the ball. And manager David Belle ought to know that, but he still got a shiner from taking one right off the face Sunday during batting practice. You'll see him at the top of this video as the kids introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is David Belle, the proud manager of the Rhode Island State Champions, the Cumberland Americans.
Coach Bill DeVoe. Coach Matt Wright. Here's our team.
Hi, my name is Jaden Struble. I play first base. My favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hello, my name is Trey Tebow. I play right field, and my favorite player is Justin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Sean Mears. I play outfield. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is CJ DeVoe. I play shortstop. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Tyler Provost. I play center field, and my favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is John Bilal. I play second base, and my favorite player is Robinson Cano.
Hi, my name is Nick Cronin. I play third base, and my favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hello, my name is Mason Matos. I play left field. My favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Tyler Shaw. I play third base and second base. My favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Addison Kovac. I play pitcher. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Brendan Wright. I play outfield. And my favorite baseball player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Trey Bork. I play catcher, and my favorite player is Henry Mears. Let's go, Rhode Island!
We hope you were taking note of the batting averages along the names in that graphic. Of the top 7 hitters, only one is hitting under 500. Pretty steep task for starting pitcher Ben Herskovitz.
And Ben Herskovitz with curveball, 2-seam fastball. 2 to the 3rd innings here at the New England Regionals, giving up a couple hits. and 6 strikeouts. And he's got a really good fastball. He's going to have to face a very good Cumberland, Rhode Island lineup that's hungry after their loss yesterday.
It's Herskowitz on this side of the Atlantic, Herskowitz on the other side. And Jameson will have something about that a little later, too. Ben has spent a considerable amount of time in Germany. Nick Kroto. 1-1.
Herskowitz was that first pitch, curveball in there for a strike. Kroto with good speed. He hits it on the ground, and tough out to throw out. Runs very well.
Staying alive. Kroto just looks every part of the leadoff hitter. Little guy, energetic, feisty hitter, great speed, a little tapper. And if that ball gets onto the grass, he's on.
Well, we saw him yesterday beat out a couple balls and just great speed down the line.
Blazingly fast. Among good athletes, he still stands out. And he wraps one cleanly into left center right over the head of Storm Rushford, the shortstop. No chance for him. And he's right into second. There you go. There it is. That's just a single 95, maybe even 99% of the time, even in Little League Baseball, and he was thinking double all the way.
And just hustling all the way. Nice job of hitting, too. Driving this one into left center, but he sees that they take a little time getting to the ball, and he's hustling all the way around first base and into second with a leadoff double here for Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Kroto the runner on second, C.J. DeVoe. Faces an 0-1 pitch from Ben Herskowitz.
DeVoe, the starting pitcher in yesterday's game, pitched very well. Pitched into the 5th inning.
Pitch snaps across, DeVoe a little bit off his stride, and it's
terrific breaking ball by Herskowitz.
The 2-2. Hard shot. Rushford gathers in and throws it through the glove of Griffin McDermott. Kroto lopes around to score. It's 1-0. The error on the first baseman, I believe. Yes.
Makes the play, and actually he watches Kroto run right by him to third base, but he decides to get the out at first, and the ball just out of the glove of McDermott at first base. Kroto around third with their first run of the game.
Jaden, Struble fouled that one off. Let's try again. Jaden Struble, the batter. Angstrom to Rushford to force DeVoe. Struble reaches on the fielder's choice.
The left fielder, number 12, Addison Kopak.
Kopak really hitting the ball well. 2 home runs here at the regional, 9 RBIs. Saturday, Rhode Island won their first game here, 25-5 against Massachusetts.
When they get it going, it can get scary.
Pulling the string right there. Herskowitz, a nice breaking ball, changing speeds a little bit here. Try to keep this lineup off balance.
Herskowitz has managed to get ahead in the count. He's gotten 2 strike counts on all 4 batters that he's faced now. But everybody's been able to put the ball in play. Kopech fouling another one off. Both pitchers throwing a lot of pitches in the first inning. Sean Mears threw 22 for Cumberland in the top of the first. This is number 19 for Herskowitz. 85 is the limit for a Little League pitcher. The 1-2 to Kopech. He struck him out. Struble down to second. He's safe. Rushford had the ball in time, but a good slide. Take a look at the skid marks. Struble sliding wide on the outside field.
Well, they're going to call him out.
Because he left the base early?
Leaving the base early was the call, I believe, by the home plate umpire, Mike Orlando.
The explanation to David Belisle, no protest from the Cumberland manager. He'll explain it to his player and straighten him out. It's 1-0. Cumberland leads after 1. A correction, the reason for the end of the last inning was the strikeout by Addison Kopech. Now watch the catcher, Jonah Roberts. He has to hesitate because Kopech's leaving the batter's box after striking out. That is interference with a fielder making a play. And so Struble, who did not leave first too early as we first presumed, is ruled out on the play. So it's a double play. Big Ben Herskowitz leading off for Williston, Vermont, and Jamison Coyle has his story.
Yeah, Jack, when you're 12 years old, the last thing you want is for your summer to end and to head back to school. But Ben Herskowitz is one of the few players here in Bristol that's actually looking forward to going back to school. He is leading off this inning, Jack, and he's actually going to be spending 7 months going to school in Germany this year. The town is called Regensburg, and he said it's about an hour outside of Munich. He says it's the biggest baseball town over there in Germany. We asked him, what's the biggest difference between Germany and Williston? He told us it was the food. He said the food over there is amazing, but the maple syrup does not compare to Williston. Jack, he also made you a promise that he is going to attend a Bayern Munich game when he's over there.
Yeah, and that'll be awesome. What a tremendous experience for a young man to have. His mother was born in Germany, and of course he is fluent in German and very aware of the German culture, but helping take a whole bunch of the American culture and his knowledge of baseball over there. In the dirt.
Herskowitz had to work out of some trouble last inning, was able to do so.
A student of the game. He watched both games that were on Nesson yesterday. Jamison telling us he spotted him several times in different places in the stands.
Getting scouting.
Getting the book on every batter that he might end up facing.
He's doing a good job here, working this count, trying to get on base.
The 3-1. Upstairs, and Herskowitz leads off the top of the second with a base on balls. I just can't get over the math with this Williston, Vermont team. I mean, 30 players in their entire league. And they won the state.
Well, it's a credit to the coaching, the hard work that they spend with these players. They talk about working indoors and actually playing indoor games during the winter. There's a facility not too far from them that it's big enough where they can actually play games. Granted, the ceiling's not too high. They have to deal with that. But they're indoors. They're working. They're practicing. And you're talking about one of the worst winters in New England in a long time. And not being able to get outside onto a field until late April before they can even start doing some ground ball work.
Believe it. Sky high to center. Provost goes in, then goes back and makes the catch, backing into the fence 225 feet away. Now the throw gets all the way into foul ground past 2 cutoff men before Trey Bork gloves it down. Herskowitz staying.
Good job by Provost in center field just to stay with, because I didn't think it was hit that hard. It kept traveling, and next thing you know, he's up against the fence. Nice job of keeping his eye on the ball and knowing where he was. Gets the ball in very quickly. Keeps that runner at first base.
Number 8 in the batting order, Ryan Eaton. Fisted foul, 0-2.
Sean Mears working both parts of the plate, inside, outside. Working with a 1-run lead right now.
The 0-2 pitch.
See Trey Bork, the catcher, indicating where he wanted that pitch. He wanted it up in the zone. That one a little too high.
Interesting character, Trey Bork. We asked him, how's it feel when Coach Belisle comes out to the mound and you got to tell him that one of your best buddies has nothing left? He goes, I got no problem doing that at all. It's like Trey Bork, like Ray Bork. It's all about winning. You know, I think we can have an ice cream later, but we're cooked.
The coach is coming around. This pretty good chance that inside, and Eaton swings through it.
Cale Lehman going with the high socks look.
Jason Garrett look.
It's more and more a rarity in Major League Baseball. And back when I was playing Little League ball, we did the old Frank Robinson cut the bottom of the stirrups thing so you could have the high cuts. You know, a lot of white showing. Made you look fast, even if, like me, you weren't.
We had to wear them so you could see some of the stirrup when we were playing in the minor leagues with the Red Sox. Kind of like that look.
Oh yeah.
I prefer that look to the look where the pant is.
George Foster. George Foster screwed it up forever. People would say, "How do you know he's wearing socks?" And now the guys wear them so they tuck the pant leg underneath the heel cleat.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, the pants are a little bit more comfortable these days than they were back when we played.
Yeah. Matt Wright handles the pitchers. He is not wearing a microphone. So the Cumberland coach comes out, settles down Sean Mears.
I think he's letting him know, hey, the number 9 hitter right here. Let's go right at him. Got 2 outs. Let's not fall behind him. 3-1. Let's challenge Lehman a little bit here.
Plus, those guys behind you aren't exactly stiffs. That's pretty good fielding club. Yeah. And he gets Lehman to put the ball in play. Belisle will run Herskowitz back toward first and apply the tag. And Williston, Vermont's gone in the top of the second. Cumberland, Rhode Island scored 1 its first time up. They grab the bats for the bottom of the second at the New England Region Tournament live on Network.